Welcome back, my beautiful remnant. I'm Michelle, and you're tuned in to the Mouthpiece, where heaven speaks and strongholds break. Today, we're diving into episode 4, The Spirit of Control, Masquerading as Covenant. And beloved, this is not a light conversation. This is surgical. This episode is for the one who's ever questioned, is this spiritual alignment or spiritual bondage? For the one who's been told loyalty means silence, or that obedience means surrendering your discernment. Not. You're not crazy. You're not rebellious. You're discerning the counterfeit, and today we're pulling back the veil. So let's talk about the root of deception, because covenant is sacred. It's God-breathed, heaven-sealed, kingdom-forged. But when covenant becomes a cage and submission turns into spiritual subjugation, we are no longer under grace. We are under manipulation. So let's call it for what it is. You've heard it. Don't leave my covering or your life will fall apart. You can't prosper unless I release you. You're not hearing God, you're hearing rebellion. Brother, sister, that's not alignment, that's witchcraft in religious robes. Ezekiel 34:4 states, "You have not brought back the strays or searched for the lost. You have ruled them harshly and brutally." God calls out shepherds who rule by force and fear rather than love and leading. That same spirit is alive today, hiding in pulpits, platforms, mentorship programs, and even prophetic circles. So let's unmask the language of control. Let's call out the red flags. Isolation is loyalty. You're told you can't learn from or fellowship with others unless you get permission. Silent treatment as disciple. You're ignored, ghosted, or corrected publicly when you express a boundary. God told me. That's abuse. They use divine revelation to override your own discernment, as if God forgot your number. Fear-driven obedience. You don't feel led, you feel forced. But my brother, my sister, heaven doesn't operate by fear. 2 Timothy 1:7 reminds us God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. Your sound mind matters. Your discernment is valid. And your freedom is not rebellion. So what does a true covenant look like? Accountability, not accusation. Nurturing, not neglect. Shared growth, not strangled purpose. And honor without hierarchy. Jesus, our greatest shepherd, washed feet. He didn't kiss rings. He served with power, not pressure. So heart check. Ask yourself, am I constantly anxious about disappointing a leader? I've been there, I know. Do I feel free to hear God for myself? Is my loyalty rooted in fear of loss or in love for our Father? If you've been entangled in a soul tie disguised as covering, if you've stayed connected out of fear instead of faith, it's time to assess, release, and rebuild your covenant life on truth. Speak this out loud with boldness. I decree that every false covenant is severed now by the sword of the Spirit. I break every word curse spoken in the name of submission. I reclaim my spiritual ears and discernment. I walk in kingdom covenant, pure, aligned, spirit-led, and free. No more manipulation, no more fear, because whom the Son sets free is free indeed. In Jesus' name, so it is and so be it. So let's heal together. If you've been navigating spiritual confusion, betrayal, or silence that came wrapped in spiritual language, this message is for you. Healing is your portion. Drop freedom over fear in the comments. Share this episode with someone breaking free from controlling mentorship. And subscribe to Michelle the Mouthpiece and meet me for episode 5, The Jezebel Spirit in Prophetic Spaces. It's time to expose her grip. I'm Michelle, your mouthpiece on the wall, and your voice and your freedom matters. Until next time, tune in. Trained to war, anointed to watch, mantled to move.